Hey guys, this is really cool. So we're redoing the brakes, and a lot of times you just buy parts, but we're gonna bring in some guys that are experts in rebuilding brake boosters. Now, this is the Power Brake Booster Exchange, and this is pretty intense as far as, right, there's a lot of vehicles that wanna keep, all the original parts and equipment, numbers matching, concourse cars, etc. And these guys are saving basically a lot of those parts and pieces to build the cars up like they were, not just with some aftermarket repop piece. So explain a little bit. We got Mark, we got Steve. What do you guys do? How does it work? I don't think most of us know how a booster even works on the inside. Right. So let's start with what you guys do to bring them back to basically like new, right?
All right. Yep. What we do is we basically get the booster in a rough condition. A lot of times it's just destroyed. So we go back through, tear it apart, pressure wash it, and then blast the inside and the outside of it. We send it out for plate, and then we go and work on the internals, which would be a lot of these components inside. We change all the diaphragms, we change the seals, we change the poppets, we change the reaction discs. We change all the internal parts on these things to go back to where they're just like new inside, bring them back to the original OE condition. When we're done with them, we then go put them through 2 different test stands and verify that they function as they should.
Nice.
And once they're tested, then we ship them back to the customer.
So you guys like remanning, or is this kind of one part at a time?
This is a one part at a time. Your booster, you send in your booster, we rebuild your booster, and we send it back to you and keep full history of what's been done to the booster.
You got an old Ferrari Dino, you want that booster back on the car, and that's yours.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very cool. Well, why don't you walk us through how a booster works? Because, again, it's something that's kind of, there's magic inside.
It's magic, yeah, absolutely, yeah. They're vacuum. Engine produces the vacuum. Both sides have vacuum on them. So you have vacuum on both sides. You make an application. It lets atmospheric pressure on the back, which causes the vacuum to pull it forward. So that's why if you have a big cam in your engine, lopity-lope, no vacuum, booster's not going to work properly.
Yep, because you need, call it delta P, so it's the difference in pressure, right?
Absolutely.
So if you're vacuum on both sides, nothing's happening. But as you said, you start to crack that valve. So your pedal is pushing this. On the far end of that is your master cylinder.
Correct.
Right? And so then you're leaking in positive pressure on that diaphragm there. So it's pressure times the area. That's the force addition you're going to get, right? So what normally goes bad in these parts?
A lot of times your diaphragms go bad, especially if you've basically leaked brake fluid down into your booster. So you lose your diaphragms, you lose your poppets. A lot of times these will crack if you get them in a cold condition or a loading, if your rod gets loaded funny. These will crack. That will cause internal air leaks.
All right, I think it's time to trial fit that on. We're doing a lot of mock-ups here. Quick question, what's your favorite booster that you like to work on?
This one actually is second favorite. First is Ferrari. The Benditale, I love those, even though one blew apart, taken apart, broke my nose, but I still love them.
But you got a great story out of it.
I did, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. It was a Dino.
It was a Dino, yeah.
Right, all right, let's get this thing on.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to keep working on the GTO.